Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Check out. Run, 40. I got him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Double dog.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, check. 49 smooth.
Throwing on third down. Luck looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at about the 14.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Look. Screen.
Watch the slant. Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Check three.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Savage. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Savage now to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Protein spill. You better be afraid of me. Ready?
Throwing again. Savage. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again throwing. It's Savage. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Here we go.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Ready. 18 Gator. 64. Pilot, 64. Weak. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Look at me. Go.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
4th down and less than a yard.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Rush in.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Hey, come on now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
52 is the mark, boys. 52. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo. Get it.
And they'll try the air now with Savage. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 8, read.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 51. I'm coming.
Ready.
Now Savage. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Come on. Mike's 49.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Savage. He's going to fire one deep over them into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Check.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Briggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
One of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy... Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Check it out.
After the interception, it's Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Locke. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Deuce. Shift. Watch the shift. Go. 11. 49.
Out of the gun, Love. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
218, jump. Hey, wahoo!
Savage from the shotgun snap. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here is Savage. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Savage now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
On the ready.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Coming. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Out of the gun, Savage. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Bravo.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the curl.
80 weapon.
52. Watch
Go.
Yep. Watch the twist. Mike 52. Don't let him breathe.
On fourth down, Savage. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll wind wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Savage eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Luck. And got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check out. 5, 6, and 5.
From the 44, Luck. It's Williams on the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chargers 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 30 base. Pilot, 64.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff with Savage. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, this is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Now it's Savage. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Savage. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And usually, sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Savage going deep downfield for Ross. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
To throw again. Savage nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their... timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, here's Savage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
5.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
5.
They snap it to Savage. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Savage now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Flushed out right. This is caught.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Luck now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. And he'll give it here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 18.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Topper! Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Check the outs. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike 55.
X3. 218, chopper. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Now Savage. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
In your face. Jim.
And to give this time to the tailback. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Now.
52 right here. 52. Ready? 52's the mic, boys. 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Get it.
One last throw here for Savage. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota